Hi, this is Gary with MACMOST.com. Let me show you how you can change the user account picture on your Mac and customize it to be anything you want. So ever wonder why there are no ads at the MACMOST.com website? That's because MACMOST is a user-supported site thanks to its Patreon supporters. You can go to MACMOST.com/Patreon, read more about it, join us, and get exclusive content. So your user account picture is the one that you see when you go to log into your Mac. You can see here sometimes people use a default one that comes with your Mac. Sometimes they use a picture of themselves. You can actually use any graphic you want. So to customize your user account picture you want to go into System Preferences. You can get there through the Apple menu, System Preferences, or any way you want. And then go to Users and Groups. And here you'll see your current user icon here on the left, but also a larger version of here. And if you move your cursor over it you'll get an edit indicator. And then you can click to edit. Now if you're using macOS Catalina you'll also see your icon here at the main level of System Preferences and you can edit it by clicking on it there. But it's also in Users and Groups. So click on Edit and now you go into a mode where you can view a large version of your current image and lots of other options on the left. So the other options include defaults, which are a bunch of stock images that Apple includes, some of them going back many years. And you can use these basically if you've got a few users on your Mac. You can pick one that you like and that represents you, and then you could pick others for the other users as well. It's just a way to differentiate between users on your Mac. You could also go to the camera and it will use your Mac's camera and you could take a new image. And you can go to Photos as well. Now you may not see all these subcategories under Photos until the first time you choose it, and then it may take a while to process all those images and come up with this list here. So after you've done that you'll see all this stuff and you can go into Moments or Albums. These things are basically just to help you find your photo a little faster. And you could choose any image you want from here, and when you do you have the ability then to edit it. So let's choose an image of me right here, and you can see I'm not centered in the image. I don't maybe want to include all the rest of this stuff, but that's okay because I can zoom in using the slider here at the bottom. And then once you're zoomed in a little bit now you can drag around to center it. When you're zoomed all the way out of course you can't drag. There's no extra space. So it's important you zoom in if you want to drag around. Get it centered how you want and hit Save to make that your current image, or Cancel to go back to your previous one. You can also go to Photo Booth and look at the pictures you've taken with the Photo Booth app. Although sometimes I've noticed Photo Booth doesn't appear and I'm not sure why. So that's a good option because you can use Photo Booth to filter images. So you can create a more custom image with some of the interesting Photo Booth filters that are there. Now what if you want to use a custom image? And indeed that's what I've done here. You notice this logo here isn't in my Photos app. It's not one of the defaults of course. How did I get it in there? And you think you'd be able to drag and drop an image in here, and it appears that you can't. But you can, you just can't do it in this interface. So you have to go back to this level here and you could drag and drop any image directly onto the icon here. And then it goes back in and shows current on the left, and the image that you just used you can zoom and reposition as much as you want and hit Save to use that. Which means the sky is really the limit when it comes to using a graphic. You can use anything you've got. So if you draw and you've drawn a nice caricature of yourself you can use that. You can download something from the internet and use that as a photo. And that also means that you can customize an image using any graphics app you've got. Photoshop or Pixelmator or whatever. I can drag this image here onto Acorn and I can apply a filter to it. So let's filter it, stylize it, use one of the interesting styles here, create something cool, and save it out. And now if I drag this image in here I've got something that's a little bit different for my image. Mostly these are just for you to have fun with. They only serve the purpose of allowing you to quickly identify each user account on your Mac. So a lot of people like to put a custom image there. I like to have this logo here for this account since it's my demo account for making these tutorials, whereas my main account that I use to get my work done has my photo in it. So I use them in that way. You can use them in any way you want with any image you want. I publish new tutorials every weekday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Then hit the little bell icon to get notifications for each new tutorial.